Hello, it's Common. Let's get into the nitty gritty. Climate change and global warming is a real thing, and we need to be concerned with this issue. I know Trump is not a big fan of this. He's a climate change denier, and some of this cabinet that they're bringing in are along with him. But it is a real thing. Now, I've been around the sun damn near 60 times. And when I was a young man growing up in Pennsylvania, September, we'd get cold. We'd have what they call Indian summer. We'd get a week about 80-degree temperatures, and it would get cold. And it would snow pretty much all season, from maybe October till around March. We don't get winters like that anymore. I haven't seen winters like that in decades. As a child, I have pictures of myself. We had icicles on the power lines. I mean, piles of snow all over the place. Great for a kid. Not so much as an adult. But it was that time. Just recently, we've been having very warm temperatures. Today is December 12th that I'm recording this. And it finally started to get cold here in Pennsylvania. We were having 60, 70, 80-degree days. It got so warm here. Obviously, if you've seen some of my videos, I have a bunch of woods behind the house, which I like. There's a nice little ecosystem back there. But with that, our rose bushes started to bloom, and the bees started coming back out. It's like, this is October, November. What the hell are the bees and the trees doing blooming? Now, and you go, oh, that's not that big of a deal. Oh, yes, it is. Because the ecosystem on this planet works off of things that are pre-programmed. You say, pre-programmed, what do you mean? Humans, we're not pre-programmed. We can pretty much do whatever we want. We build the cars, we build the cities, created electricity, created computers. Bees don't do anything. I mean, they pollinate our plants. Then you got the assholes that like to sting us. Birds, bats, everything has a purpose here. And when you screw with that purpose, it throws off the whole ecosystem. Say, God, for instance, I remember this happened a while ago in Florida. They had a freeze on their oranges. They had all these acres and acres of oranges, and they had a cold spell come in. And guess what it did? It killed off all the oranges. So those of you out there, because Trump said, oh, well, we'll have some global warming. You'll have like 2 or 3 more inches of waterfront property available. Fuck that. I'm not worried about your waterfront property. What I'm worried about is screwing with the ecosystem. The birds fly south at certain times when they notice the weather change. Bees hibernate when they know the weather changes. Plants don't bloom in October and November. They rely on the ecosystem. The earth getting cold, then it warms up, and then they know it's their time. You want to change things. It's not a good thing. If you have crops in this country, if you change the ecosystem, the bees die off. What do you think that's going to do for our food supply? It's not about waterfront property. I get it's about destroying the ecosystem with oil and putting pollutants in the air and all that other thing that are helping to add to this. But the main issue is this planet runs off of a system. Now, we don't. We're not like the fish. You know, okay, it's high tide. We're swimming in. We're not like the salmon. When it comes to a certain time of year, they swim upstream to pollinate, if I'm getting that right, you know? And the bears are out there looking for them. There are certain times bears hibernate because it's cold. Squirrels gather nuts so they can hibernate, and then they know what time to come back out again. Even though we got some city squirrels now, they seem not to go anywhere. They just hang out. But people feed them around here, so, you know, it ain't no big deal. But needless to say, there is an ecosystem. And when you screw up ecosystems, It's hard to get it back. You know, you kill off certain animals that this planet needs to survive. You can't get it back. And on that note, learn more so you can do better.